I am Sarah Edwards, and I took over your hashtag today too. I am Thinking Link. I started I Am Minneapolis about 7 years ago, and for those of you that don't know, it's an annual fashion variety show. And I love fashion, but I've never thought of it in a brand-centric way. I've thought of it more about people, and I actually even prefer the word style over fashion because I think style has a little more humanity to it. The idea behind I Am Minneapolis was I'd moved here, I didn't know anyone. I was waiting tables at Glick's, and I was receptionist at Pixel Farm. And I was like, I'm gonna do a fashion show, and I had no idea what I was doing. And so I just made a list of everything I would need. So I was like, okay, I need a venue, I need people to go to the show. I was hoping for 200 people was my goal, and then 500 people showed up, and I didn't know why. And it was because they liked the idea of having different people on the stage. This was more about celebrating Minneapolis as a creative city, and that it's not a flyover city, and that there's a lot of talented, interesting people here. What happened with that was all these people got really excited backstage and talking. So the cool part was not even really the event itself, but all the relationships that were built organically, and people started collaborating on different projects, and it was fun. I got like a certain energy from connecting them, and I realized how much I loved that. When I really focused on why I was doing all of this, it was really simple, and it's just the fact that I love people. I love meeting people, I love talking to people, I love giving them a stage, I love telling their stories, I love learning about what's hard for them. I like, quirky people that wear stuff like that, and just kind of what got him to that point in his life, It's funny to kind of learn people's stories and experiences and understand what makes them unique and what their passions are, and my favorite thing is telling their story and providing a platform to share their stories. Being helpful is another thing that I've found to be very important to me, and trying to help out as much as I can. I do a lot of connecting people. I don't get anything out of it. I mean, they get my time, but it's really fun, and sometimes, there might be a time maybe when they will help me back. Obviously, there's times to be a perfectionist. I would say package design or something, you probably want it to be perfect. But the way I mean not being a perfectionist is, for example, when I was doing the first I Am Minneapolis, I had a whole vision for what it would be, but my vision cost lots of money and I needed a lot of time and resources, so I had to start really small. And what's interesting is I was able to build on this foundation, and each year make it a little better, a little more interesting, a little more tightened up. But if I would have had this really, these high expectations year one, I never would have done it because I would have just been purely disappointed in the execution. So I've been really trying to focus on trying my best, and even if it's not there for what you envision, even having something out there is better, I think, than not. I ask for feedback. I ask for how to make event experiences better, more interesting, and people love giving feedback, and sometimes it's not very nice. And I remember when my first time in Minneapolis show, I was really proud because the City Pages did a review, and it was really nice, and then I read the comments, and you're not supposed to. But yeah, the biggest takeaway has been just being true to yourself and knowing that you're not going to please everybody. My next I Am is I Am Back to School, actually. It's a fashion show for young girls, kind of dealing with anti-bullying, embracing individuality and creativity, and also partnering with people like the Science Museum to talk about the importance of that it's cool to be involved in math and science programs. And I think what I Am is doing is creating genuine human connections. I know that sounds like a lot of buzzy words, but I think it's true. So I'm trying to figure out how to expand it, but I think I need to figure out how to package it up in Minneapolis first.